Hey everybody, welcome back to my channel Journey to Surgery. So in today's video, I thought it would be fun to tell you guys about this planner that I just bought. It's called the Pre-Medical Student Journal by the Student Doctor, and it's a place where you can document every aspect of your medical journey. It cost me $32 on Amazon, which I will admit is a bit pricey, but once I opened it, I felt that it was well worth it. If you feel like you don't know where to start or are discouraged, then this can be a big tool to help. When you first open the book, you have a chart that helps you keep track of important dates and a motivational quote. As you move along the book, you notice that each section is separated by a motivational quote, which I absolutely love. Next, there is a page that helps remind you of the reason you want to be a doctor. Throughout your journey, it can get tough. For me, at least every week, I mentally cry and ask, why did I do this to myself? So this will be a nice reminder to read when I'm feeling discouraged. The next section is an overall goal sheet for medical school. SMART stands for specific, measurable, attainable, relevant, and timely. The purpose of these goals is not just to write a general one, but one with a purpose, which becomes a goal once there is a plan attached to it, which this template helps you formulate. There is also another goal sheet that focuses on you as an individual, not a pre-med student. It focuses on personal growth, health, money, family, as well as other aspects. It is important to separate being a student and being a person. School can get overwhelming, so I like that this planner also takes into account mental, physical, and spiritual goals as well. The next part of the planner calls for a little interaction with people. A lot of medical students stress the need for support systems, so this section allows you to appoint responsible individuals to help keep you on track. Once you have filled out the accountability worksheets, next comes the course checklist. This section provides a checklist of all the necessary prerequisite classes you need for medical school. I also have a video on this if you want to check it out. Like I mentioned in my video, there might be some exceptions or additions to the list based on what school you want to go to, so do your research. So one important aspect of the medical school application is the letter of recommendation. Some schools have specific requirements for this, so once again, do your research. In this planner, it has a couple of sheets so that you can get the contact information of the people who you think will write a glowing letter. This sheet is super imperative because you can refer back to it whenever you need it. Say you formed a good connection with your chemistry professor, but it was during your first year. You won't need a recommendation letter for some years to come after, but it would be nice to have their contact information so when that time does come, you don't have to search high and low for a way to get in contact with them. This section of the planner allows you to record potential medical schools. It's pretty straightforward. You list the school, the location, when is the primary application deadline, the secondary deadline, what is their average GPA and MCAT scores, as well as if it is public or private. This gives you a general idea of the statistics it takes to get into one of your potential schools. Now keep in mind, these are just the medium. They're not exact numbers, so you might be able to get in if you're below the average or above the average. Before this book, I struggled a lot with how to begin a personal statement. So for me, this section was a big help. It has guided questions that help you get the juices flowing so that you can write your personal statement. This is one of the most important aspects of your application. This is what brings it to life. It shows medical schools who you are. Now, y'all know numbers on a standardized test are not who we are, so this is a chance to let the admissions committee get to know you. During the application process, people are asked to record the number of hours and what type of volunteer work they have done. This section lets you record the name, type, start and end dates, hours completed, and a reference number for wherever you volunteered. So when the time comes to record this information, it is all in one place. The next part refers to leadership roles. You can record the activity, your role, dates involved. You will be asked during the medical school application. Shadowing allows the medical school admissions to see that you have some type of experience in the medical field and that you have established that it is right for you. This section of the planner allows you to log the date, physician, specialty, hours, and the contact information of the person you are shadowing. There is also a space provided that lets you talk about your experience, which is sure to come up again during some part of your journey. So it's nice to recall that information. This part of the planner is dedicated to the MCAT exam. If you don't know, this test is a requirement for many medical schools. In this section, you have a goal template and a plan on how you will study. Then there are tracking sheets to track your progress. During the MCAT prep, practice exams should be implemented. This planner has templates to let you see which subjects you are lacking and which subjects you are excelling at. Lastly, there's a condensed version of the previous chart just in case you want an overview of your progress. As you can see, a flowchart is provided to give you a timeline of when you should want to get things done for when your application comes out. The sooner you complete the application, the better. Also included are 20 common questions that are asked during the interview process. This can help you fine-tune your answer before you get to the actual interview. We don't want to embarrass ourselves. The crisis worksheet is, in my opinion, one of the best things about this planner. There will be disappointments and unforeseen bumps during this time, so this template allows you to plan for when life throws you a curve on the road to becoming a doctor. You can talk about how you're coping, what is your next plan, the rewards and risks of the next plan, and things like that. There are also support pages and reflective pages. In the last template, there is a place for you to track your work habits. In this part, you measure whether a habit you have is beneficial or hurtful. This allows you to make adjustments so you can work better. The rest of the pages are free, right? Anything you want to jot down.